Hey everyone, welcome back to Castlevania. Oh, hello. Uh, we got a Shao Gem. All right, cool. So, yeah, we got reward for me exploring um, this alcove, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I think what happens sometimes, I'm describing something and I know there's a perfect word to use, but I can't think of it. And then while I'm trying to think of the word, I start to panic a little bit because I feel like that I should be talking the whole time. And I'm like, wait, I'm not talking. This is terrible. Um, quick, I better say something. So then I settle on a word that doesn't quite work. And then we run into problems. I don't know if it's really a big issue though, because I feel like worst case scenario, I'll just use the wrong word, and some people might either chuckle or like scratch their head or just think to themselves, "Well, this guy's an idiot." Anyways, how you guys doing right now? I'm doing fabulous. Oh, I have found the scroll. Follow these clues, open the door on the balcony. There are 3 runes on each color starting on the left side. Third and the sixth have matching colors. Closest rune to the red one is always a blue starting on the left. First rune is blue. So I think it's blue, red, blue, red, red, blue. I think. Would I say blue, red, blue, red, red, blue? Alright, well, we'll try that out then. So we just came from here, so I'm wondering if we want to get down to solve this puzzle. Yeah, that looks like the case. Alright. Oh, man, I almost had a panic attack. I'm just like, did I record? But I think I did. No, I know I did, because I looked at feed, and the feed said I was recording, and so, I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I've hit the record, or, thought I hit the record button, but I actually haven't. I've had a misfire for YouTube where I've not recorded the audio before. Like, I've had some audio difficulties, but that's, not that common. But to never have oh, that'd be so bad. Sorry, I'm just, like, getting distracted thinking about it. So, blue, red, blue, red, red, blue. Yeah, let's try that on for size. Blue, red, blue, red, red. Alright. No, so that's gotta be a red one then. This is all. No, okay, so blue, blue, red. So then, is this blue as well? No, red. Okay, so blue, red, red, red. Okay, so apparently I was way off. Alright, well, not a particularly hard puzzle. I mean, again, like I've mentioned this before, they can't make the puzzles too complicated, otherwise, people can do them. Because you want to make your games accessible, right? Well, it depends what kind of game. If you're making a puzzle game, and actually, I think that's something I should have mentioned before I started going on about that tangent. So, if you're doing a game like this, which is kind of like an action-adventure hack and slash, and you have puzzle components in there, I don't think you can make the puzzles too complicated because people play this game and they play with the expectation that it's going to be sort of like a hack and slash adventure game. And I think that's fair, you know, like, I don't expect this to be anything else other than that. But, you know, I do appreciate the puzzles, but they can't be hard puzzles. But if you buy a puzzle game, then I think that you'd be like, okay, the puzzles can be much more difficult because people have the expectation that, well, it's a puzzle game, so they expect there to be puzzles. And I guess, to put it in different terms, people who buy these kinds of games are probably, they're either good at action-adventure games or at least they're interested in playing them. Is this going to be the end of it? Yep. Yeah, we missed a Shallow Gem. I'm almost positive I know where that is. skills page. So for this game, I think it's fair for them to say, okay, we're gonna have some segments where the action is a little bit more difficult, or the gameplay is, and there's also like different levels of difficulty they can do for the action. So for right now, like I'm playing on hard. Let's just get the. This looks fun. I don't know if we're gonna use it though. I'm so bad for using my secondary powers, which is maybe why I shouldn't buy them on screen. Okay, but so for this game they have like varying difficulties. Well, actually, let's start the next chapter and then I'll start getting into my train of thought. Ooh, balcony. Oh, this is. Yeah, I think we're getting some really good meat and potatoes here.
The butcher who commanded the castle kitchens fed the corpses of the dead to the ghouls. The efficiency of the queen's household is formidable indeed. The vampires drain the blood, and the ghouls feed on the remains. Nothing is left. Using his powers is making Gabriel far stronger than I anticipated. He will need more than physical prowess when he faces her. She can put a glamour upon his heart that will tempt him to forget everything he knows, even his beloved. She holds the next piece of the mask, and I fear that he will fall at the last.
Okay, ominous. Oh man, that's so nice. Oh man, balcony. Of course it looks good though. Oh, majestic. I will say, I think the castle is probably like one of my favorite parts in this game. Chapter 4 was really nice too, though. Don't get me wrong. Oh. So, let me try and articulate my thoughts coherently. Oh, hello, vampires. So for this game, like, there's things we can do to like modify the difficulty, right? Like, we can make the enemies have less health. Like, on hard mode for this game, I take more damage from the enemies. I might do a little bit less, but I think most noticeably, I take more damage from enemies. It's like, okay, cool, and like we can tweak that, right? If I was playing on normal, I would take less damage or things like that. Like, it's pretty easy to like tweak the difficulty. Whereas for puzzles you can't really tweak the difficulty for. Well, you can and you can, and I'll explain why I say that later on. Oh, we just killed him. All right. So for a puzzle, like, I feel like you either get it or you don't. But you can offer up hints, like what this game does, just to like help nudge people along. And I actually like how this game does it. So they give you puzzles, but they also give you hints to try and say, okay, like kind of like nudge you in the right way to do this. Oh, that was okay. I was gonna say that was pretty sketch. But if you can't solve the puzzle, then they have the option to solve it for you, which I think is actually very. Okay, I want to figure out how you get to the other side. There's got to be a way to do so. Well, we'll worry about that later. Which I think is entirely reasonable because, again, this game is not a puzzle game. So I think for them to not have really the expectation for you to solve the puzzles, surely I can jump here. No, alright, it won't let me jump, which is, I think, actually pretty fair. But this game won't have you, or won't have expectations of you to try and solve the puzzles. Here we go. Because, like, it's not primarily a puzzle game. Like, it's not like you're playing, like, Professor Layton or some other puzzle game, in which case I don't think they would let you just solve the puzzle if you can't get it. Because that's part of the game's challenge. And, like, for this one, too, yes, you can play on easy, normal, hard, but I can't skip fight sequences because the game has the... Like, that's how the game is built. They say, okay, we want you to do the fight sequences. So you can't skip that, which I think is entirely fair. And I think, for me, like, that's what I would say is, in my opinion, good game design. Because you can still have interesting elements like puzzles and stuff, but I think they handle them in a really fair way because not only do they give you the hints, but they let you pass them if you can't solve it. And because they let you pass this, or solve the puzzles if you can't figure them out, you can do more creative things with the puzzles, or like you can have harder puzzles because you have the option to skip them. And actually, we're gonna end the episode here, but thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.